First off, thank you so much for meeting me for a second time. I know when we met last and you approached me about sharing this story, I balked. The past few years I've led a very private life, and I've been able to keep a lot of secrets or just pain at bay because I haven't fleshed it out or really let anybody in to help me. But so I thought about what you said about the concept of it and how your effort is to show that light comes from darkness, and I'm just hoping that in telling this story that I help someone else with their pain by sharing mine. So, although to be fair, they're collecting these photos for you to give you a better sense of who Mary Kate was. It was actually more fun than I thought. It makes me so happy to see when she was happy. I don't have many. I got rid of a lot of things that reminded me of her after last year. So here we go. It's so funny too. I guess I should start with when we met, which was in 2009, and it was a few years later we started living together on Wrightsville Beach. So I can't stop looking at this photo. It reminds me, we would spend so much time on that porch at night or whenever, just shooting the breeze. And this picture I remember because although it was taken years later after we met, it was undeniable evidence for a comment that I said about her dancing skills. I do find this picture hysterical. Not that it was taken the same year we met. It was actually at a friend's wedding, but you see those beloved little T-Rex arms? One of the first times we met, I don't know, we were just listening to music and she did this weird, funny dance. And we were just getting to know each other. I didn't know anything to be sensitive about or anything. I'm a lot more aware now. And I said, you're dancing like a dinosaur. And, gosh, I can't remember her name. She was a friend of Mary Kate's. I'd known her a lot longer than, obviously, me at that time. This would have been in 2009, 2010. And gave me this really sharp look, like, how dare you say that to her? And I mean, I was only jesting, but it wasn't until, I think later that year, we were in the car, and I was going on about something, and we were listening to Chillin' by Lady Gaga and Wale. And we're in the car, she stops the radio and says, do you realize that looking at me, eyes all sticking like honey on bees, or something, whatever the lyrics are, just came out of your mouth. And I just don't know, came out of the radio. And I think it was then that I started, it was the first instance where I could see that her learning disability, as it was defined, how it affected her experience of reality. And that must have made it hard. It's funny because when we lived together, she used to smoke like a chimney. This is before she got pregnant with Samson. And at that time, I didn't start smoking until 2015. I'd already moved out of town and stuff, but gosh. And I wasn't that great of a friend during her pregnancy. We had been living together at that time, and I was just so consumed with work and paying my bills and managing a haphazard love life and just the stuff that can distract you from real meaning. But this is what I wanted to show you. This photo here. I mean, as far as I ever saw her, I ever knew her. She was a great mother. Gosh, she's so adventurous too. I would never go in this marsh with my children. There's too much wildlife that I can't control. But she was brave. Yeah. Probably my favorite. It's funny to think that if I was standing here, maybe even less than 2 years, year and a half ago, I would be looking over there at that bridge and she would be there playing with Samson. I think, herself included, we all thought that Samson would give her enough joy, enough reason to live. But it's just, it was unfair and unwise to expect. He couldn't save her. I couldn't save her. Nobody can seek saving or salvation or forgiveness for anyone but themselves. I mean, how could anyone recognize or choose the feeling of relief on behalf of anybody else? It just seems to me that nobody can forgive you for how you hurt your own self, except for you. Love coming here in the evenings after I'd get off work or when she woke up. Very late sleeper. We would just come down and talk about all sorts of random things we knew and enjoyed or didn't enjoy. And actually one of the last times we hung out down here, we were kind of talking about something very similar to the idea of your concept for your documentary that was, how do light and dark compete? And what is the relationship of that contrast? Something I learned a little bit ago, I find very interesting, is that time, the concept of time comes from light and dark. It happened in, I don't know if it was ancient, it must have been ancient Greek, right? Somebody brought it to the Greeks, but essentially that the light travels, I guess, in the presence of the dark, creates something of an axis. And like that was the basis for the sundial. One of the first objects we used to control or manage our time. We had an argument about, or not an argument, more like a silly conversation about how, okay, if you imagine, close your eyes, you have to close your eyes, and imagine you're in a dark room. How do you get out? It's like one of those dad joke type riddles. And my sassy ass said, well, just find the light switch. And Mary Kate's rebuttal was, just stop imagining. She was always so funny, so clever. But I think that was well, everybody has differences, but ours is presently that I guess she did stop imagining. And whether it's that I can't or I won't, I don't care, because I'm not afraid of what I won't become. And so I won't stop imagining what that is. Really all I'm prepared to say right now. I think what you're doing is really cool. And if it doesn't help anybody else, I'm sorry if I've wasted your time. But at least it's helped me. Thank you for listening to my story. Well, our story.